here I am at the Aesthetic Medicine Exposition in London. Really interesting. There's all the latest machines and devices you can get in clinics, and some of them are home used as well. So the latest technologies that have just come out, and you know, super interesting. This is Celluma light therapy. So I've done loads of red light therapy videos, so I thought it'd be interesting just to check this one out. So this is different because
it is a flexible LED light therapy device, can be positioned anywhere on the body, so you can put it over the shoulder, you can put it on the face, it can go flat, it can be wrapped around an arm like that. So it is great for anti-aging purposes, treating acne, and also for pain relief.
So you mentioned the good thing is that you've got a blue light integrated with the red light as well.
That's correct.
So you can choose to have blue or red, or can you have them all at the same time?
It's always a combination. So,
okay.
Yes. So they work synergistically together.
Right.
So what's fantastic is that if you're using it on the anti-aging setting, there's still blue light in the background. So if there's somebody who is experiencing acne, it's one treatment. You don't have to do the anti-aging setting and then the acne setting. So it's really great.
And is this something you'd actually lay on this one here?
So this one actually is our full body.
Okay.
And if you see in the picture, it's going to be something that you put over you, like a weighted blanket.
Okay.
So it is, there you go. So it's pretty lightweight. It weighs about 6 pounds. And you would place it and drape it on top of you like a weighted blanket. So it's our answer to the light therapy bed. Those beds can range from 50 to 100K.
Yeah.
And this one is 10,000. So it's a fraction of the price.
So you can buy these for home use as well as salon. So just to give my subscribers an idea, if they wanted to buy this one, for example.
So for using it from home, this Celluma is going to be $1,800.
Okay.
And then we also have the full body one that goes for $10.
Okay.
And then we have even smaller home use ones that range in price from 695 pounds to 995 pounds.
Okay, brilliant.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So you may have heard of Nordics, which make the threads. So the same company actually make an injectable product. So tell me about this.
So the other injectable product that we have is called Nucleofill, which is pure polynucleotides that gives skin tightening, collagen stimulation. It stimulates your own fat tissue, muscle, and bone
stimulates
tissue.
fat as well?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
This is great for under the eyes.
How many treatments would you need, and you know how long would it take to get the results?
You will need 2 treatments, and then we recommend a follow-up in 8 months.
So that's not too bad, 2 treatments. I thought you were going to say like 10 treatments.
2 treatments,
Oh, wow.
2 weeks in between.
Okay. So I've just noticed this, it says the most advanced laser fat loss. It gets rid of fat without harming the cell, which sounds amazing. So can you explain a little bit how this works?
Yeah, it is the most highly technological fat loss device on the market at the moment. It's FDA approved, and that means that it's had about $1.5 million spent on it to get FDA approval to prove that it works. All the studies say it does work. And what's so special about this machine, most of the other machines that actually kill the fat cell. Now you need your fat cells, and if you kill it, like traditional liposuction, who's fat freezing, that kind of thing, then what actually happens, the equilibrium of the body will just increase more fat cells over time.
That's what I was going to say. I've had fat freezing, and I've heard that the fat just goes to other places, so you lose it in your belly and you get it somewhere else.
Yes, that's likely to happen. Your body will just try to increase more fat cells, and potentially it can go on where you've had the treatment, or you might find that you've got fat arms and legs where you never had before. So the thing about this machine is it just causes a minor tear in the fat cell, and the fatty acids inside will just leak out into your interstitial space, and it will send it to your liver and the kidneys, so you just naturally excrete the fatty acids by a natural excretion process.
Can they come back if you keep eating a fatty diet, or is this?
If you put weight on by the scales, then you'll put weight on.
Right.
And you're going to hold fat. But ordinarily, as long as you don't, then no.
Okay.
This is the
this one.
laser.
This looks amazing. Oh, look at this.
So it's cold laser.
Okay.
it's neither hot nor cold. You don't feel anything whatsoever.
Wow.
But the most special thing about this kind of technology, it pushes energy into the mitochondria of your cell. Every cell has a power
ATP.
ATP, that's
Wow.
exactly it. And the more ATP you have, the more your cell can regenerate itself. So in terms of anti-aging, so people might say who are just having treatments for fat loss that the aches and pains have gone because it reduces inflammation in the body.
So if somebody wanted this treatment, how many would they have to have in order to get, you know, fat loss?
Depending on how big they were, generally it might be a 4-month plan. So,
4 months, okay.
Yeah, half an hour every week.
Okay.
If it was a big person. And it's licensed for people who've got a high BMI.
Right.
So it's the only kind of treatment you can give with somebody who's got a really high BMI.
Okay. So you should look for emerald
laser.
Emerald laser,
Yes.
if this is interesting to you. Thank you very much. So this is Emsculpt Neo, which is a fat loss and
muscle building.
Muscle building
fat
machine.
reduction and muscle building. And a little bit of skin tightening in there as well.
which sounds perfect, and a lot of my subscribers will be super interested in this. So how many treatments would you need to get a result with
Ideally,
this?
you need 4 sessions. They're
Okay.
spaced 1 week apart.
Okay,
And it's 30 minutes per session.
right. So this would be radiofrequency, which I guess is killing the fat cells.
Absolutely.
And how else does it work?
So we're also using something called HIFEM, which is high intensity focused electromagnetics.
Oh, wow.
So it's basically using magnetic technology, works into the muscle and causes a contraction, but it's something what we call a supermaximal contraction. So it's 100% of the muscle being targeted 100% of the time. So you yourself would only ever be able to use about 30 to 40% of your muscle.
Right.
It's 100%.
So comparing that to like EMS, would that be a lot stronger than an EMS?
Absolutely.
machine?
So EMS is electrical muscle stimulation.
Yeah.
Targets about 15% of the muscle, so
Right.
it's very surfacely. This is
Okay.
penetrated much deeper, so you get that core strength, stability, and you get that building and repair. of
Amazing.
muscle. There's a treatment just going on. So that's Emsculpt, and then this is the
So this is the one we're talking about.
So this is the one we're talking about.
Wow, it looks cool, doesn't it? So this looks really interesting. So this is, can you just explain a little bit more about it?
Yeah, so it's high stability liposomes.
Okay.
So the main takeaway is that it's IV drip therapy, but without the medical procedure. So the bioavailability is key.
Right.
So, for instance, glutathione, up until now, it's been mainly taken by IV drip therapy.
Yeah.
So we've developed proprietary technology,
Okay.
which basically you get the bioavailability via the mucous membrane.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll show you. So these are liquid drop high stability liposomes.
Okay.
So that's a 1 ml dose, which delivers 200 milligrams. You pop that under your tongue, hold it for 90 seconds, and
Okay.
it's completely absorbed. It's the
Right.
first metabolism pathway, so that's going straight into your bloodstream. And the reason you can do this is because we use nanotechnology to create the high stability.
That's really interesting. So I did make a video about a supplement which gets your body to produce glutathione. I can't remember what it's called now. Sulforaphane, I think it was.
Yeah, that's one, and then there's another precursor called NAC, acetylcysteine.
Okay.
Alpha lipoic acid does it, but
Right.
this is just pure glutathione.
So this is not a precursor. This is actually the real deal that you're taking.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. And is it resveratrol you make as well? The same.
Resveratrol in the same format, and then we're just about to release NAD plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's going to be July.
Brilliant.
Um,
And you've got turmeric, is that?
got curcumin and turmeric. Yeah.
Amazing. So where can people buy this? Is this online? Do you have a website? Or?
So we mainly sell to practitioners. We don't really market. So at the moment, we've got Harley Street doctors who've been using this for the last 8 months.
Okay.
It's big in aesthetics because there's many skin benefits for glutathione.
Yeah.
And people looking for an easier way to administer as well. So by administration, sublingual administration, it's not classed as a drug then. The minute you do an IV or an intramuscular injection, then you have to prescribe it.
Okay.
So with it being a food supplement, there's many benefits for.
Would this be the same strength as if you're having this with an IV?
Yeah. So typically, depending on what clinic you go to, you could have anything up to 2,800 milligrams in an IV, which is obviously a super physiological dose.
Yeah.
So this is more of a therapeutic dose, which is more in line with your body's natural production. It's 200 milligrams.
So you're called
It's Hinnao technology.
Hinnao technology.
Yeah.
Amazing. Hi there.
So we are Hawksley and Sons. We are a medical and laboratory equipment manufacturer.
Okay.
We've been around since 18 something, so a very long time.
Okay.
And we've been manufacturing centrifuges for a very long time.
Okay.
So what we've got here are our two dedicated PRP centrifuges. The C4000, which is our preferred option because it has what's called a swing out rotor, which means that when you're spinning your blood sample to separate it, the rotor, the buckets move like this, which is the least sort of traumatic for the blood sample.
Blood
So
and
this
then
is
mix it.
this is for PRP.
PRP,
which
okay.
In essence, what happens is they take the blood using this equipment, and then you put your blood into your PRP tube, which has what's called sodium citrate, which is an anticoagulant.
Okay.
So these are CE certified for taking blood samples that will then be reintroduced back into the body.
Okay. Right.
And then you spin it.
We'll have a separation of whole blood and plasma,
Okay.
and then a very small bit in between, which is called the buffy coat, which will be white blood cells
Right.
and other things like that.
Okay.
So then you would draw that up with a syringe and needle,
Right.
and then that is ready once you've resuspended it, so just sort of giving it a little shake.
Okay.
You would then use that to do various types of treatment. So a lot of people use it for aesthetics. People
Yeah.
are starting to use it for hair regrowth as well.
Yeah. I've noticed a lot of people today are talking about this kind of stuff. So this is probably the future, isn't it?
So yeah, it's what's called an autologous treatment, which means that any sort of healing factors that come as a result of it is just from your own blood. So you take your blood out, you spin it, you take out sort of the part of the blood that is effective in recovery,
Yeah.
and then you reintroduce that back into the body. So it's your own blood that's doing the.
Effectively taking the bits of the blood which are involved in clotting and healing.
Right.
So that's what platelets are. They're very similar to stem cells.
Oh, I see. Right.
So they're kind of, they don't have a unique identity like other cells.
Right.
like I've got a skin cell or a bit of muscle tissue.
Okay.
It's all a certain cell. So you're just reintroducing the thing that helps heal wounds back into things. So it's used for sports rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Dentists use it for implants sometimes because it's such a significant wound that they want to heal.
To heal it, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyone who is getting a PRP treatment done, if you see this brand, then it's a UK brand and it's the best quality and the oldest company around.
Yeah.
Have you had it yourself?
Yeah. I'm 150 years old and I still look quite young.
Amazing. Medica, Gelida Medica is all about fat loss. So tell me a bit about the machines that you make.
We've got a range of 5 devices. So we've got a fat freezing device, cryotherapy, freezes the fat down to minus 15 degrees.
Okay.
We don't use any suction cups, it's all manual. So
I've had that done and they did have a suction cup, ages ago.
So that, we can only treat the small area where the cup fits. Ours, because it's a manual handle, so we can do the whole stomach in one go. You're not going to be like having any.
Is this the treatment going ahead now?
The treatment going ahead now is electromuscle stimulator. So if you want to have a little look, she's having a little face gym workout, so we're working on sculpting that jawline. We did a bit of cryo first, so we've removed a bit of the fat under the jaw, we've tightened the skin up, and now we're finishing it off with the so she's having a face gym workout. So
How many sessions would you need?
we do see immediate results. If you'd been in 5 minutes earlier, you would have seen she's done a before and after of difference. She's got videos. So you can see results straight away. If you just have a look at her face now, you can really
Is it right?
see.
I zoom in a bit.
Yeah.
Do whatever you need to do, my babe.
How does it feel?
It's not.
So it's completely involuntary, contracting her face now, and then it'll hold it for 8 seconds, and then it'll drop the muscle back down. So really working those muscles hard. You do see that immediate plump and lift after this one, yeah. Good for the brow lift as well.
So it's not painful, it's just a little bit uncomfortable.
It's not even really uncomfortable. I mean, I just can't talk when it's bad.
There we go, pulling her in.
Yeah, it just makes me look like I'm having a stroke, but it doesn't actually hurt.
It can be used on the whole body as well,
Yeah.
so 6 parts.
Amazing.
One way.
Well, brilliant, thank you very much. So this is for fat loss, but how does it actually work?
It's actually, it works on the muscles. So,
Okay.
you see the applicators here. This sends an electromagnetic signal.
Okay.
Okay, and it makes the muscles contract. So
Right.
imagine on the abdomen area, we would be using this applicator. And, you know, within a half an hour session, your muscles are being stimulated maybe about between 36 to 50,000 stimulations.
Oh, wow.
So it's like a very intense workout, but more than one. It'd be like a week's workout equivalent in just a 30-minute session. So what it's doing is it's constantly, like you're seeing here, it's constantly, consecutively and simultaneously the applicators are working, and 100% of the muscle in the focal area is being contracted.
Okay.
We're also constantly shocking our brain by giving different frequencies so that we don't reach a plateau effect.
Right.
So, but what this is doing is constantly just shocking, changing the type of contraction.
Okay. And is this actually the same thing on a chair?
Yes,
that you can
on
actually.
the chair. So on the same time, in the chair we got the pelvic applicator and the back applicator.
So that's built into the actual chair. Oh, that's amazing.
It won't be just used for aesthetics.
Right.
For example, with the chair, we would be also treating women with incontinence problems, men with men's health problems like erectile dysfunction.
Right.
So it can be used in urology, gynecology, aesthetic medicine, but also physiotherapy. So this is good for oxidative stress damage. And the way that it works is that we're creating a mist here. This mist, water vapor, is going through the device. When it's going through the device, it goes through a tube coil where an electromagnetic signal is uploaded to each water molecule.
Okay.
And that electromagnetic signal is bioidentical signal that our body produces for repairing itself, for damage. Okay, and that's called oxidative response.
Okay.
And then through this nozzle here, we also have a nasal cannula that we can attach. We just breathe it, inhale it, and the moment the vapor touches our mucosa, it spreads throughout our body.
Oh wow!
And when the cells receive this bioidentical signal, it helps the proteins to fold. So what we carry out is protein folding. Protein folding is really important because that's what oxidative stress does to us. It damages our proteins, and that equals aging, equals chronic diseases. Okay,
so oxidative stress can be pollution,
breathing, stress. Just it can be, we could be going through a hard period of time. There's many factors. Could be the products that we're eating, but oxidative stress is a very important factor that affects our health. It is one of the most important factors, underlying factors that leads on to chronic diseases, including cancer. So
if somebody wanted this treatment, they would go to a clinic and it's called the Nano V.
This is the strongest version called Nano V Exo.
Right.
So the Nano V device, any clinic that uses this, you can have this treatment. It's just a 15 to 30 minute session.
And they just need to inhale from this?
Here, yes.
Okay, and it's vapor in here?
Yes.
And that travels up there?
Yeah, exactly.
Fascinating stuff, really fascinating. Mesoestetic, I can't say it. Mesoestetic, and this is...
So chemical peel,
So chemical peels.
Leading depigmentation treatment in the world.
Oh wow! So what benefits would that have, and who would that be aimed at?
So absolutely everyone can have it if they have any concern of severe hyperpigmentation.
Okay.
It can even help to reduce melasma, which is one of the most serious pigmentations.
Amazing. Okay. So this is NeoGen Spa. So do you want to explain a little bit about?
Yeah, hi there. I work with Energist, who manufacture NeoGen Spa.
Okay.
It's a medical grade nitrogen treatment, which is to do with thermal energy to create brand new collagen on the skin. So it's got 7 FDA approvals. It's working on all skin levels for skin tightening, lines of wrinkles, pigmentation, scarring. We sell it worldwide, but we make it in the UK, based in Swansea.
Brilliant.
So we've got a beauty therapy type machine with a low energy, and the one at the actual demo in theatre at the moment is a high energy one.
Amazing.
So used by doctors.
Okay.
So it's a problem solution line to target the scalp, the gut, the immune system.
Oh wow, so it works
skin.
on everything.
So it works on the whole body as an inner wellness category.
Okay.
So we've got target solution lines, amazing for those that are suffering with like alopecia, gut problems, but it also works on working on the skin, so brightening, hydrating, working on acne.
So these are supplements or are they skincare products?
They're supplements.
Oh, okay,
yes,
amazing.
So internal supplements and protein powder.
Okay.
And then we've got Dermaquest and Priori as our skincare alternative.
Amazing. Is that red light you do as well?
It is, yes.
That's really interesting. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So to sum up, I would say there's lots of emphasis on EMS, on electric muscle stimulation, fat loss, and the other thing I'm seeing a lot of is plasma treatments, PRP, where they take your blood, they clean it and they inject it back into your body again. So that seems to be the main focus of, I suppose, the future or the current medical devices. So this has been really interesting, and I'm going to put a link, so if you want to check out their website, or if you want to come next year maybe, then definitely do that. This is on for another day, so today is the 20th of May, so you might make it tomorrow. Thanks for watching, have a great day, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, and I'll see you in my next video.